VR technology in 2018 is already very impressive. There are a lot of things that you can do, but how did it all start? We are gonna take you back in time where it all started. It's quite hard to tell at which point technology actually started. I mean, you can't just say, yeah, now I invented this, that's the beginning of a new technology. That's not that easy. So, the first thing which was directly related to VR was the Sensorama. And the Sensorama is a machine which is one of the earliest known examples of multisensory immersive technology. Morten Heilig came up with this idea in the 1950s and the first prototype came out in 1962. He called it an experience theatre that could encompass all the senses in an effective manner, thus drawing the viewer into the on-screen activity. The spectator could experience moving three-dimensional color images with 100% peripheral vision, binaural sound, sense and air breezes. 5 years later, a computer scientist named Yvonne Sutherland created the sword of Damocles. It is widely considered by many as the first virtual reality head-mounted system. Because it was so heavy, the whole system had to be connected to the ceiling. The goggles could display simple objects like a cube and even had head tracking. The term virtual reality was first used by a company called VPL Research in 1985. They developed multiple devices like the Data Glove or the iPhone. Yes, it was called the iPhone. The Data Glove was used as an input device for the computer and virtual reality systems. The head-mounted display, the iPhone, was mostly used for computer simulations and could also track head movement. Some years later, in 1991 to be specific, Sega announced a new virtual reality headset. The Sega VR was a virtual reality headset with LCD screens and stereo headphones. The inertial sensors in the headset allowed the system to track and react to the movements of the user's head. It was presented as a prototype in 1993, but due to technical difficulties, it was never released to the general public. The main problems were that a lot of people got motion sick, got headaches or other related health problems. So, the final version never came out and they cancelled the project. After the failed project of Sega, Nintendo also gave it a try with Virtual Boy, but also failed. Released in 1995, it was marketed as the first console capable of displaying stereoscopic 3D graphics. But sadly, a lot of things weren't optimal, like its high price, a monochrome red-black display, unimpressive 3D effects, lack of true portability, health concerns and low-quality games. Around the same time, a company called Ford released a head-mounted display called the VFX1 headgear. It looked almost like a helmet, had head tracking, headphones and a microphone. It was also not a breakthrough since the price was around $700 and you also needed a high-end PC to run it. For almost 15 years, it was kind of quiet in the world of VR until 2010. And this year, Paul Mulluchy created a design for a new head-mounted display called Oculus Rift. In 2012, he started a Kickstarter campaign with a goal of $250,000. It eventually got so popular that they collected over $2 million. Now that they had all the funds they needed, they delivered their first development kits in March of 2013. Many people were hyped about it and there were more and more games in development. The company was getting popular and Facebook decided to buy the company in 2014 for $2 billion. The consumer version was then released in March 2016. But the competition didn't sleep. HTC released their own headset called Vive in April of 2016. It showed similar attributes to the Oculus Rift and the VR market finally got some competition. PlayStation also saw their chance and launched the PlayStation VR for their existing PS4 console. Because VR was getting more and more popular, alternative products started showing up in the market. Samsung launched their Gear VR goggles which use the screen of the phone as the display. Google also used a similar concept with their Cardboard VR. And now we're in 2018 and we have several kinds of VR headsets from different companies and a huge amount of games. The hype might not be as big as it used to be, but the technology established itself in the gaming industry and is also used for industrial and business applications. We may have come far with virtual reality already, but maybe we're still scratching on the surface of its true potential. So, we're already at the end, and if you liked the video, thumbs up. And furthermore, bye guys!